Rollie, CC, Van Cleef, anything. Mama, you know you can always fucking hit me.
We did it. This place is sick. Brand new Micro Center store. So today at this store, we're building a PC and we're doing a typing challenge. But instead of using like a normal mechanical keyboard, we're using barcode scanners and barcodes. And whoever's gonna type the fastest has the best chance of walking away with that PC. Today should be a lot of fun. Check out how many GPUs they have in stock. Look above. Look at all those 5090s and 5080s just chilling there. Come here. There's even more over here. Check that out. 5070, 5080 galore. There's even more 5090s over there. I don't think this store is running out of graphics cards anytime soon. They have literal baskets of CPUs. That's crazy. I feel like if you didn't build PCs, this would be so overwhelming. Like, how would you know what to pick? Come with me, we'll find Micro Center employees in their natural habitats, all circled together like a herd. This is like kind of like the prep circle before a grand opening, where all the associates get together and, well, kind of powwow. Which makes sense. I mean, if you had to open doors to hundreds and hundreds of people that have been waiting outside for God knows how long, I mean, check out this line. It just keeps going and going. It wraps around the entire building. That's insane. Do you know, have they given out the goodie bags yet?
No, not yet.
I'm low-key super curious because I don't know what the goodie bags are either. But like, find me in store and tell me what it is, because if it's cool, I want to see it. Of course, yeah. It's time for the ribbon cutting. So they're gonna cut a ribbon.
Welcome you all to Micro Center Phoenix.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a live in-person PC build with Austin Evans. He was kind enough to invite me to his build portion of the morning.
No one owned ilovelinus.com, so now ilovelinus.com.
Who owns iloveaustin.com? This guy over here does. He raised his hand. He's like, I do. Although, fun fact, as of 30 seconds ago, I am now the proud owner of iloveaustinevans.com. Let me know what you think we should do with it. Austin was trying to do a PC build that rivaled the PS5 Pro spec-wise, so we got to build this really unique case that was actually kind of difficult to open up and to work with in general. It had a built-in power supply and AIO, but the AIO fittings for the motherboard were super awkward, kind of archaic actually.
You know what? Can you just help me build all my PCs?
Yeah, if you can throw them off the roof for me.
Yeah.
But dude, filming with Austin is always so much fun. His energy is just so unmatchable. It's crazy. I remember watching his YouTube videos way before I even considered ever picking up a camera myself. So the fact he's an OG tech tuber and is still crushing it to this day is just so inspiring. And fun fact, he was actually the very first person that I ever collaborated with, which that sounds crazy, right? We've actually, remember that time we-
No, don't finish that sentence. What? What? What have we done?
We put a CMOS battery inside of a hot dog or a piece of bologna. We did that together.
I totally forgot we did do that,
and we showed, because bologna is kind of similar to human
stomach, yeah.
Stomach. CMOS battery on a piece of bologna, and you could see it burning. But I have so much love for this dude. Austin rocks. And together we were somehow able to build a fully functional computer, which was a lot of fun. We did it. And that kind of brings us to the early afternoon, which means it was time to set up the Barcode Keyboard Challenge. Let's go.
How do you type with a barcode scanner?
Oh. Well, to do that, you would need a keyboard made out of barcodes. I was honestly so excited to see how people would perform typing on this thing. And I gotta say, I was pretty surprised that people picked it up as quickly as they did. The first handful of people were able to get around 10 words per minute pretty easily. You got 10, Todd? And I think just by watching, people in the crowd learned the correct distance of how far back you need to hold the barcode scanner for it to actually scan. And so through the wisdom of the crowds, people did improve over time. We went from the record being 10 words per minute to 12 to 14 to 15 to 16. Now everyone got one raffle ticket for participating, but if they did break the typing speed record, then they got additional tickets. And as you'll see in a little bit, those tickets were used to give away this PC that I'm kind of building off to the side here, which honestly I thought was a pretty fun way to do this so that, everyone got a chance to win the PC, but those who were able to type faster were sort of more likely to win the PC, if that makes sense. This competition did take a couple hours, and so eventually we ran out of new people to use the keyboard, and so I did allow people to retype, and I think that's when we really saw the record start creeping up even higher. This guy was pretty correct. He hit multiple records along the way, and even hit 17, which was kind of a barrier. A lot of people were struggling to get faster than 15 or 16. But then Austin finally had time to use the keyboard, this. I believe.
2-digit club, let's go.
He set his goal
Alright.
at least getting double digits, so 10 words per minute. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Lock in, lock in, lock in.
So close.
We need to.
Nice try. One off the double-digit club. Eventually, they did ask me to try it out as well. So, you know, I gave it a go. Like I said, I've had plenty of time to practice with this at home, so it was a bit of an unfair fight. And I think I ended with like a 26 words per minute or something like that.
I won't update the high score though, all right?
It was really funny. Like, one of the guys who came to participate in this, he said that he was actually practicing his normal typing skills after I had announced that I was going to be at the Phoenix store and doing a typing competition. But he did not fully understand that the typing competition was going to be with barcode scanners. So he said he just basically wasted a bunch of time practicing real typing. How could he be so silly? Eventually, my time window came to an end. So around 3 o'clock, I had everyone pull out their tickets, and it was finally time to establish a winner of this gaming PC.
Now, we are giving away this PC. This has a 9800X3D plus a 5070 Ti inside of it, which is probably better than my PC at home. I wish I had a ticket in here.
Well, drum roll, please.
5, 3, 3, 1.
Oh, it was a dude who played a single time and had one ticket. Oh, this guy was so cool. I'm so happy he won it. The smile on his face when he got called was like so cool. He was actually working that day, but apparently his dad told him to stop by Micro Center, you know, just to check it out during his lunch break. And well, good thing he did. He gets a really sick gaming PC now. He was telling me he was mainly going to use it for gaming with his 2 kids, which congrats to this man. I'm really thankful for everyone who showed up to this barcode typing challenge. I know it's like a really weird event, but I actually find it really fun to put on these types of interactive things at these Micro Center grand openings. And the fact that A, Micro Center like approves it, and B, people actually show up and, you know, have a ton of fun participating, that's just like super awesome. And I feel very blessed to be in that position. Let me know if you think I should bring this event to other Micro Centers around the country, or if I should do something different. I don't know. Well, let me know in the comments down below. After that, we just kind of hung out and got to mingle with the crowd, which was really fun. It's super fun interacting with the people that come to these Micro Center grand opening because everyone's energy is just immaculate. Anyway, we were just chatting with people, got to sign some more stuff. I got to meet Computer Closet. I don't know if you guys watched him on TikTok, but I love his content. He goes around and does a bunch of PC thrifting. Like, he'll find really good PCs for like dollars. I don't know how he finds them. I actually need to go back to Phoenix to film some videos with him to figure out how he actually does it. And also, this is so random. Okay, so you remember I posted that video like a little bit ago where I made a trash can out of a MacBook Pro because I was inspired by a Reddit post that was a post of a Facebook post of a dude selling one of those on Facebook Marketplace. Well, it turns out this guy was the dude who actually made that initial post. He made the original MacBook trash can. Anyway, after I ended up packing all that stuff up, Micro Center also invited me to do sort of a live build, or at least participate in their live build that they were doing themselves. And so I ended up just kind of doing like a celeb shot. I just applied some thermal paste on their PC, you know, got to chat about the grand opening, the festivities and all that. Of course, got to apply yeaster paste on their PC, which was pretty awesome. If you're not aware, my thermal paste brand yeaster paste is being sold in every single Micro Center across the US, which is also really cool. I also really appreciate how much effort Micro Center puts into putting out content themselves as well. Like, they have a ton of super experienced people when it comes to production and filming and all this stuff, which makes it really fun to interact with. But that kind of concludes my, you know, behind the scenes day in the life of going to a grand opening event at a new Micro Center. Low-key, these events are so much fun, and I hope you got to see a little bit of that fun here in this video today. And that's all I have for you today. So I've been Mr. Yeaster, your tech tinkerer, and I will catch you in the next one. Oh yeah.